The most significant currency shift in years is approaching its final countdown, with June 17th as the pivotal date. This isn't mere speculation, it's a rapidly solidifying reality. Investors worldwide are focusing on what could be the decade's most critical financial event. The Iraqi Dinar IQD and Vietnamese Dong VND have been debated for years, but the chatter is now giving way to clarity. Forget recycled rumors and forum hype, this moment is different. Insiders from banking, government and commodity sectors are aligning, pointing to a major shift. If you've been hesitant, this is your wake-up call. Missing this could mean missing a historic wealth transfer. The global monetary system is preparing for a recalibration, and your decisions now could shape your future. This isn't hype, it's preparation. Every step you take before June 17th could determine whether you thrive or regret. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar Hub, your trusted source for balanced, fact-driven updates on the IQD, VND, and related financial developments. We avoid clickbait and empty theories, focusing instead on clarity and actionable intelligence. June 17th has emerged as a critical date, driven by synchronized efforts between Iraq's financial leadership, Vietnam's monetary policies, and global players. Recent weeks have seen increased chatter from credible sources, but unlike past false alarms, this feels different. Governments, central banks, and financial institutions are moving in lockstep, creating an undeniable pattern. June 17th isn't a random date. It's strategic, tied to budget finalizations and IMF-backed mechanisms. Revaluation is shifting from a forecast to a potential reality, and the groundwork is being laid now. To understand why June 17th matters, we need to define a currency revaluation. It's an official increase in a currency's value relative to foreign currencies, orchestrated by a country's central bank or government, often with global partners like the IMF. The IQD has been undervalued due to Iraq's history of war and sanctions, but its narrative is shifting. With steady oil exports, Iraq is emerging as an energy powerhouse, supported by new trade agreements and transparent banking reforms. Similarly, Vietnam's VND has been kept artificially low to boost exports, but with growing trade, regional funding, and tech sector expansion, Vietnam is ready for fair value recognition. June 17th could mark the transition for both currencies, driven by economic growth and global alignment. Why is June 17th gaining traction? Multiple credible developments are converging. Iraq's parliament and central bank have finalized budgets aligned with new currency values, signaling cooperation with the IMF and World Bank. New oil contracts tied to exports further solidify this shift. Meanwhile, banks in Iraq, Vietnam, and globally are on high alert, stress-testing systems for increased transaction volumes. Insiders report the banks are training staff on currency redemption and coordinating with wealth groups for VIP protocols. This isn't speculation, it's logistics. Financial desks are in standby mode, quietly preparing for a surge in foreign exchange activity. These coordinated efforts point to a significant event on the horizon. Preparation is key to navigating a potential revaluation, requiring mental, financial, and logistical readiness. Mentally, stay clear-headed. Hype and emotion lead to poor decisions. This isn't a lottery, it's disciplined investing. Financially, take inventory of your IQD or VND holdings, verifying authenticity to avoid counterfeit issues. Store them securely in fireproof safes or safety deposit boxes, and keep meticulous records. Contact banks to confirm their policies on IQD/VND exchanges, including live market or contracted rates and appointment requirements. Finally, consult a financial advisor or CPA to understand tax implications. Preparation now prevents chaos later, ensuring you're ready for any redemption scenario. Rate expectations for the IQD and VND must remain realistic. Past projections have ranged from cents to absurd highs like $40 per dinar, often based on flawed logic. More grounded models suggest the IQD could reach $1, $3, with the VND moving from fractions of a penny to $0, $20, $2. Even conservative shifts could yield significant profits. But rates aren't the only factor. Redemption windows may be limited, with varying fees and terms by location or customer profile. Specialized redemption centers may require pre-registration or identity verification. Arrive prepared with bundled currency, legal ID, and CPA contact details to streamline the process and maximize outcomes. The psychological toll of a revaluation can be intense. After years of waiting, news of a revaluation could trigger panic. Do you redeem immediately, wait for better rates, or trust early offers? Mental preparation is critical. Investors who've rehearsed scenarios will outperform those driven by fear of missing out FOMO. Patience provides leverage, allowing you to verify fees, ask questions, and avoid rushed mistakes. Connect with informed communities to share knowledge and avoid pitfalls. Treat your investment like a multi-million-dollar asset because it might be. Discipline and strategy will turn opportunity into success, while emotional decisions could lead to regret. Global banking activity underscores the seriousness of June 17th. Reports indicate staff training, software updates, and enhanced security at major institutions, particularly those handling oil revenues or currency trade flows. These systems are being prepped for high-volume transactions involving currencies like the IQD and VND. Compliance with anti-money laundering AML and Know Your Customer KIC protocols is also intensifying, with staff briefed on verifying large-scale exchanges. Subtle signs, longer teller queues, increased call times at currency desks, and new hires in exchange departments suggest banks are gearing up. Visit your branch now, ask questions, and clarify policies to avoid last-minute surprises. False starts have plagued revaluation predictions, but this time feels different. Iraq's oil exports are stable, foreign investment is rising, and Vietnam is strengthening its global trade position. Central banks are engaging with IMF partners, finalizing agreements behind closed doors. Analysts are shifting from skepticism to cautious optimism. While delays or glitches remain possible, the underlying pressures on the IQD and VND are undeniable. Even if June 17th passes without action, the momentum continues to build. Prepare as if the date is real. Scrambling after a missed opportunity is costly. Control what you can and position yourself for success. A major wildcard is the digital transformation tied to revaluation. Beyond physical notes, Iraq is exploring a digital dinar, and Vietnam's tech growth suggests blockchain-enabled transactions. Expect government-issued digital wallets and QR code-based redemptions for faster, secure exchanges. Prepare by setting up secure banking accounts with multi-factor authentication and downloading relevant apps. Familiarize yourself with the wallets and blockchain verification to stay ahead. Tech-savvy investors may gain access to faster or higher-value contract rate exchanges. Ignoring the digital shift means missing half the opportunity. Future wealth will be both physical and digital. Tax authorities like the IRS, FBR, HMRC, and CRA are ready to monitor high-value currency transactions. Profits from revaluations are typically treated as capital gains or ordinary income, depending on your jurisdiction and holding period. Research your country's tax rules now. Long-term holdings may qualify for lower rates. Strategies like using retirement accounts, trusts, or charitable donations can reduce tax burdens, but require proper documentation. Consult a CPA or tax professional to avoid surprises. Compliance ensures peace of mind, allowing you to focus on wealth building rather than legal pitfalls. Act now to secure your financial future. Here's your pre-June 17th checklist. Organize your currency, noting amounts and storage locations. Verify note authenticity using UV. Verify note authenticity using UV or watermark tools. Contact banks to clarify IQD/VND exchange policies and redemption procedures. Consult a CPA to understand tax liabilities. Set up secure banking apps with two-factor authentication. Identify nearby redemption centers and their requirements. Gather key documents ID, proof of purchase, and banking correspondence. Stay disciplined, monitor credible signals, and execute deliberately. Preparation turns chaos into opportunity, positioning you for success in this potential wealth transfer. June 17th represents a convergence of economic forces and global financial positioning. The potential revaluation of the IQD and VND Isn't a rumor, it's a serious opportunity backed by real developments. Treat your investment with professionalism, not speculation. With preparation, discipline, and execution, you're not just a speculator, you're a strategic wealth builder. Share this analysis with your community. Comment with questions or regional insights, and stay engaged. Like, subscribe, and enable alerts for critical updates. This is about clarity, readiness, and action. Consult professionals, avoid scams, and prepare now to seize this moment. Disclaimer: the information provided is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. Currency revaluation, including any potential changes to the Iraqi Dinar ICD or Vietnamese Dong VND, is highly speculative and subject to economic, political, and global uncertainties. No guarantees are made regarding the accuracy, completeness, or timeliness of the information. Always consult qualified financial advisors, tax professionals, or legal counsel before making investment or financial decisions. The author and platform are not responsible for any losses or damages resulting from actions taken based on this information. Verify all currency holdings independently and beware of scams.